This is homework for lesson number 47, a, a speed motor control. Paul asked us to adjust the speed of the motor using the pot and a button to switch the direction. Okay, we got the pot right here, the button here, and I was not able to use the IC that Paul did, so I used the L293D. It was very similar, probably not as good as the one that's in the kit, but I didn't have that one, so I used this one, and it works quite well once I got all the things figured out on it. Okay, on this guy here, if you look at the software, I've got a pin for forward, a pin for back pin, a forward pin, a back pin, and a butt pin. And then I have an enable pin. I have identified the pot pin, the motor speed to 0, and I set a DT to 1000. That would be 1000 milliseconds, or 1 second. Then I defined pot value as an integer, and I defined the new butt state, the old butt state, and I defined the direction state. Now, if you go down here, I did a setup. I did the standard things. The back pin is an output. Forward pin set up as an output. The pot pin is an input. The butt pin is an input with a pull-up. And then I enabled the serial monitor. I needed it for troubleshooting, but I don't need it for the program. Down here in the loop, I'd go ahead and I get pot value from analog read pot pin, and then I go to motor speed. I map it from pot value to 0 to 1023 and 0 to 255. That works quite well. And then I do an analog write. I enable the enable pin on the motor speed. The motor speed is determined here, and the enable pin gets a 0 to 255 count depending on what speed you've got set. Now here's where I set up the button. I take the new button state by reading the butt pin, digital read. Then I say if the old butt state is 0 and the new butt state is 1, then we go down to this routine here. Then what I do is if the direction state equals 0, which I set for 0 at the very beginning, okay, and then we come down here and that puts it in here. Now it sets up, I set 2 highs, that turns the motor off. The forward pin and the back pin high, it will shut the motor down. And then I set a delay so that things have chance to stop or whatever's going on. And then I set the pin for the direction I want to do. This is clockwise, and this one down here is counterclockwise. Do the same thing. I set it up for a digital, I set it for to set the motor off, then I set the direction, and then I reset the direction state to 0. It starts out with 1 and I put it back to 0. Okay, then I take the old state and equal the new state. Okay, let's run this guy. We're downloading. Now, if you look here, I've got the pot turned all the way down. This is the pot. There's my button. This is the L293D. Like I said, it's very similar to the chip that's in the kit. Okay, so I got it set for 0. Now if I take the pot and I adjust it up a little bit, this will start going counterclockwise. That's max speed. That's the mid speed. That's low. It shuts down there. Okay, so let's put it up mid screen here. Then I'll push the button. It'll stop it, then turn it around. Push the button again, it'll stop it, then turn it around. It works quite well, even all the way to the highest speed. If I adjust it all the way up, if I push the button, it stops and that starts up again. That allows you not to damage the motor trying to switch directions. Anyhow, that works really well. I can turn it down. Okay, now there's my homework, and I appreciate you doing these videos, Paul. And looking forward to Tuesday. Bye.